How much has actually been spent at a Kia dealership for problems that had a free fix sitting inside the car the whole time? There's a real chance the fix was already built into the car. 7 hidden resets, all free, all sitting there already, and not one of them mentioned in the showroom, on the sticker, or by the service advisor who just quoted $300 for the diagnosis. Number 7 is the one dealerships use on their own systems internally, and it's the very last thing they'd ever volunteer to an owner. Reset number 1, ECU throttle body relearn. A 2021 Kia Sportage owner came back from a routine oil change and noticed something was wrong. The car idled rough at every red light, lurched when pulling away, and the fuel economy had quietly dropped. Sound familiar? Maybe it happened right after a battery swap. Maybe after a service visit where the tech disconnected something and never mentioned it. Either way, the car felt different, and nobody had an explanation. Nothing was flagged during the service, no parts were swapped, but something changed the moment that battery was disconnected and reconnected, and the shop said nothing. So what actually happened? When a Kia's battery is disconnected, even for 30 seconds, the ECU loses its stored calibration. The throttle body forgets where its positions are, and once it forgets, the computer starts guessing. Can you guess what happens when the computer guesses wrong? Rough idle, lurching at red lights, a fuel economy drop that makes 0 sense. All from a battery disconnect the shop didn't even mention. The fix is a Kia-specific key cycling sequence that costs nothing and takes under 3 minutes in the driveway. Turn off all accessories, AC, radio, fan. Turn the ignition to the on position without starting the engine. On push-button models, press the start button twice without touching the brake. Hold it there for 2 seconds. Then turn the ignition off and wait 5 seconds. That's 1 full cycle. Repeat it 3 to 5 times total. Each cycle lets the throttle body physically step through its range while the ECU watches and records the positions. Hear a faint clicking or buzzing during the on phase? That's normal. The motor is calibrating. After the final cycle, start the engine and let it idle without touching the accelerator until it settles, usually 2 to 3 minutes. The ECU is fine-tuning in real time. Don't rev it, don't touch the pedal, just let it breathe. This applies to the Forte, Sportage, Sorento, Optima, K5, and Soul with 2.0, 2.4, and 2.5 liter engines. Rough idle gone. Lurch at red lights gone. Fuel economy back. All without a scanner, a shop appointment, or a single dollar spent. How much was the mechanic going to charge for that one? And here's something worth asking. How many times has a shop charged a diagnostic fee for a problem this procedure would have fixed in 3 minutes? Idle is sorted. But there's another thing that loses its memory right after a battery swap. The one that leaves owners standing in a car park, pressing a button that does absolutely nothing. Reset number 2, key fob reprogramming. Picture this. The key fob battery dies. A fresh battery goes in, and then absolutely nothing. Buttons don't respond, doors won't unlock, and the dealership wants $100 to $150 just to reprogram it. Has that ever happened? Standing next to the car, pressing the button over and over, starting to wonder if something actually broke. Because it genuinely feels like the fob is dead, even when the new battery is sitting inside it. That fee is for a procedure that takes 60 seconds and needs 0 tools. When a fob battery dies, the pairing signal between the fob and the car loses sync, but Kia built a manual way to restore it right from the driver's seat. No equipment needed. Why don't dealers mention this? Think about it. A 60-second fix they can't charge for versus a $150 reprogram on the invoice. The math isn't complicated. Close all the doors and sit in the driver's seat. Insert the key into the ignition and cycle it from off to on repeatedly until the door locks cycle on their own. That's the signal the car has entered programming mode. End with the key in the on position. Press the lock or unlock button on the fob. The doors respond by locking or unlocking. That's the confirmation. Turn the ignition off. That's it. Programming complete. Works on most Kia models with a physical key. Sportage, Sorento, Forte, Soul, Rio, Optima. For push-button smart key models where the fob loses sync after a dead battery, hold the fob directly against the start button and push. The car reads the embedded chip and starts. Ever tried that one? Most people haven't. One thing to know, some 2021 and newer models with full smart key systems can't self-program a brand new replacement fob. Those genuinely do need dealer tools. But a sync issue on an existing fob after the battery died, this handles it every time. That's $100 to $150 back in the pocket. 60 seconds, no appointment. And honestly, does it feel right that a manufacturer wouldn't make this easier to find? Fob is back. Next up is the one that trips people up at the worst possible moment, usually when it's raining and the sunroof decides it doesn't want to close all the way. Reset number 3, sunroof relearn. A Kia Optima owner disconnected the battery over a weekend. Monday morning, the sunroof opened fine, but one touch close was gone. Press the switch, glass moves an inch, then stops. Every single time. Sound familiar? Because a Kia forum is full of owners describing exactly that. Sunroof moving 3 to 4 inches at a time. No battery event, no warning. One community member replied with 2 words, needs relearn. Owner pulled the sunroof fuse for a few hours, ran the reset twice, and it went back to normal. Weeks of assuming motor failure. 2 minutes to fix. The sunroof motor uses endpoint calibration. It memorizes exactly where the glass stops when fully open and closed. Battery disconnect wipes that memory. Without it, the system restricts travel to protect the motor. Nothing is broken. The car just forgot where to stop. Start the engine and stay in park. If the sunroof isn't fully closed, push the switch forward until it is. Once closed, push forward again until the glass moves slightly, then release. Now push and hold the switch forward through one complete cycle, all the way open, all the way closed. Do not release during the cycle. Released early means the endpoints won't save. Start again from the beginning. Once the cycle completes, test one touch. If it doesn't restore first attempt, run it once more. The second attempt almost always does it. 2 minutes, no dealer, no fee. A fix that's been sitting in the official Kia owner's manual the whole time. Were you aware that was in there? Sunroof sorted. Now, the warning light that irritates more Kia owners than almost anything else. Tires are fine, the light is still on, and the shop wants money just to look at it. Quick pause. If this is already saving a trip to the shop, hit subscribe so the next one lands in the feed automatically. Reset number 4, TPMS reset. Tire pressure light comes on. All 4 tires checked, perfectly inflated, light still on. The car disagrees with reality, and there's no obvious explanation. Most people book a shop appointment at this point, and shops love that. A TPMS diagnostic starts at $80 before anything gets checked. 9 times out of 10, the sensor is fine. A Kia EV forum thread confirmed this repeatedly. Owners posting the same thing, correct pressure, light still on. One fix kept coming up. Inflate 3 to 4 psi above the door jamb target to force the sensor to register a pressure change, then bleed back to spec. Another owner on a Kia forum bumped it 10 pounds per square inch over for 30 seconds, and the light cleared before the end of the street. The sensor needs to detect movement, not just see a number sitting unchanged. The TPMS doesn't always update automatically after pressure changes or a tire rotation. It needs to register a new baseline, and most Kias have a button that does exactly that for free. Inflate all 4 tires to the pressure on the door jamb sticker, driver's side door pillar, not the tire sidewall. Get this right first. Everything else depends on it. Start the engine. Find the TPMS set button beneath the steering wheel. Press and hold for 3 seconds until the light blinks 3 times, then release. Drive above 50 miles per hour for 10 minutes. Light clears once all 4 sensors register the new baseline. No physical button on the model? Several Sportage, Forte, and K5 variants relearn automatically through wheel speed sensors. Just inflate correctly and drive above 50 miles per hour for 10 minutes. System sorts itself out. A $150 diagnostic fee for a warning light, a 10-minute drive clears? Does that sound familiar? Because in the Kia community, it comes up constantly. TPMS is clear. Now the system most owners forget completely, until the hottest day of the year when the AC starts doing something it absolutely should not. Reset number 5, AC climate control reset. A 2019 Kia Sorento started blowing warm air even though the temperature was set to full cold. No warning lights, no fault codes. The climate screen insisted everything was working, but the air coming out said otherwise. Ever set the AC to 65 degrees and still feel warm air? Or had the airflow suddenly switch to the windshield without touching a button? It feels like a major AC failure, but often it isn't. Modern Kias use electronic actuators to control temperature and airflow. After a battery disconnect, blown fuse, or software glitch, those actuators can lose their calibration. The system keeps running, but it no longer knows exactly where the blend doors are, and there's usually no error code. That's why owners end up replacing perfectly good parts when nothing is actually broken. Sound like something that could happen to anyone? Disconnect the negative battery terminal for at least 10 minutes. That clears the actuator memory so the climate system can recalibrate. Reconnect the battery, turn the ignition to on without starting the engine, set the climate control to auto and full cold, then leave it for 1 to 2 minutes while the actuators cycle. Start the engine and test the airflow. One more trick. On many Kia models with automatic climate control, hold the front defrost button for about 5 seconds until the indicator flashes. That disables the auto dehumidifier feature, which can override manual settings. Warm air, wrong vents, the AC is doing its own thing. Sometimes the fix isn't a new part, it's a reset that takes 10 minutes and costs absolutely nothing. AC fixed, but the next reset disappears every time the battery is disconnected, and most owners don't notice until a window refuses to close with one touch. Reset number 6, power window auto up relearn. You reconnect the battery and the windows still work, but the one touch auto up feature is gone. Now you have to hold the switch the entire way up. Annoying, right? It worked perfectly before the battery was disconnected, so what changed? Most people assume something broke and head straight to the dealership. Nothing actually failed. The power window module stores the fully open and fully closed positions in memory. Disconnecting the battery erases those endpoints, so the auto up function is disabled to protect the motor. In other words, the window didn't break, it simply forgot where the top is, and fixing it takes less than a minute. Raise the window completely using the switch. Once it reaches the top, keep holding the switch in the up position for another 1 to 2 seconds. That extra hold saves the new endpoint. Repeat the process for each window, starting with the driver's side. On push-button models, leave the ignition in the on position while performing the reset. That's it. One-touch auto-up should work immediately. No scan tool, no parts, no appointment, just a reset that's documented in Kia's owner's manual, but catches thousands of owners after every battery replacement. 6 free resets down, but reset number 7 is the one dealership technicians actually use. The hidden menu almost no owner knows exists. Reset number 7, Infotainment and Kia Connect network reset. A Reddit user shared how their Kia Carnival touchscreen froze on the loading screen and refused to boot. The authorized service center diagnosed a failed infotainment unit and quoted nearly $480 for a replacement. Instead, an independent electronics shop simply reflashed the existing software for under $90. Same hardware, same screen, back to working normally. That story highlights an important point. Software problems can look exactly like hardware failures. Before replacing expensive components, it's worth trying the built-in reset options Kia already provides. And frozen screens aren't the only issue. Has your Kia Connect app suddenly stopped working? Maybe remote start disappeared, vehicle location won't update, or the app keeps spinning without connecting. After a network outage, hundreds of owners reported those exact symptoms even though nothing was actually wrong with the car. One Reddit user uncovered a dealer mode network reset on the 2025 Sorento, K5, and Sportage that restored Kia Connect without a service appointment. If owners can find these tools buried in the infotainment system, why aren't more people told they exist? Start with the easiest fix. Locate the small reset button near the infotainment screen, usually beside the volume knob or recessed into the dashboard, and hold it for 10 to 15 seconds. The system will reboot, and many issues like frozen screens, Bluetooth pairing failures, and wireless CarPlay dropouts disappear immediately. If Kia Connect is still offline, switch the car to accessory mode, open the software information screen by holding the setup button, then follow the dealer mode sequence. Set the volume to 7, tap the blank lower right corner of the screen, repeat at volume 3, then again at volume 1. Enter 2400, open Connected Car Services, and select Reset Network. Within a minute or two, the signal bars should return and connected services should come back online. If that sequence isn't available on your model, there's another option. Remove the DCU fuse from the interior fuse box for about 15 minutes, reinstall it, then select Reconfigure Kia Connect from the infotainment settings. Owners across multiple Kia models have reported success with this method as well. Whether it's a frozen touchscreen or Kia Connect refusing to work, it's worth trying these built-in resets before paying for a diagnosis. Sometimes the solution has been sitting inside the car all along. 7 resets, all free, all built into the car already. Kia just never put them somewhere easy to find. If you enjoyed this video, then do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Your support really helps the channel keep going and grow. Drop the Kia below, year, model, and whatever is going on with it right now. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.